Hello, everyone. This is Eileen, and this is the I'm doing a Taurus tarot card reading tonight. And then after I do this reading, anyone who has questions, I see if I can answer your questions, shuffle some cards for you, etc. And this is a general reading for Taurus, so some of these cards may resonate with you while others do not. If I'm doing a private reading, then I'm just focusing in on your circumstances, and I am reading the meanings of the cards as well as tuning in on a psychic level. And so let's see what you have now, Taurus. You have King of Cups, Three of Cups, the World, Princess of Cups, Eight of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Death, Knight of Swords, and Knight of Cups. This is interesting how you've got the World and you've got the Death card. So it looks like some transitions going on where you're leaving things behind for some much better new beginnings, it looks like, with this World card. Oh, hi, Maurice, and hi, Gail. Good to see you here this evening. Good evening. Okay, so this King of Cups card here. Now, the cups do represent the water signs of Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. So this could represent someone around you, or it could be you embodying the energy of the King of Cups all around this time and going forward. King of Cups lives a pretty good life, gets to enjoy certain luxuries, does well financially, has a fairly financially comfortable existence, but someone who's very sensitive, compassionate. I get a lot of real sincerity and love and just a spiritual energy I get from this King of Cups card. So I just get so much good energy. So this could be some of you embracing that King of Cups energy and radiating that kind of energy out into the world at this time and going forward. But it could also represent someone that could be around you at this time. I feel like for some Taurus, this could be someone that could be a potential love interest. If you're not involved with anyone, if you're divorced or single or whatever, that this could be someone in your life. They might be circulating around you at this time. I am getting romance for some of you Taurus with this King of Cups. This person would have a very sincere, real, like a healthy energy, a healing energy I get from this King of Cups. Someone who, it's almost like they're heaven sent. I get that they're heaven sent. So for some Taurus, you may have already been through the ringer a couple of times. That's what I'm feeling like for some Taurus. And this King of Cups is going to come into your life. And it's going to be, you're not even going to expect it. You're not going to recognize this person is for you. You might be just going about your life. You might be busy. You might even be, who knows, wrapped up and distracted with whatever life is throwing at you at the moment. And all of a sudden, this King of Cups is around you. And so this person would really be giving you attention. They would want to offer you true love. I feel like this sent from heaven. That's what keeps coming to my mind. This King of Cups is heaven sent for some Taurus, okay? So it is a general reading. So this might be specific to certain individuals that you, and I do feel like in some cases, the Taurus that I'm speaking to, or maybe you have Taurus in your chart. You might have Taurus rising, moon sign. You might be on the cusp of Taurus. Whatever it is, you don't have to be 100% Taurus, okay? You could just have those aspects in your chart, and this could apply to you. This person is heaven sent to you because you've been through hell in this lifetime. That's what I'm feeling like. Maybe not real hell, but something close to it. Something that's been challenging and difficult. And when you meet this person, when they come into your life, that's the least thing you're expecting is some kind of miracle from heaven to be bestowed upon you, because that's what this person is. they have such a healing energy. This person is going to help to lift your spirits and help to encourage you with your dreams, make you feel loved after you haven't felt love. Maybe you were disappointed or heartbroken or put down by others along the way. Whatever it is, it's like this person is going to have this healing effect on you, because they're going to be the opposite of whatever negative energies you've had, spewing their hatefulness or their issues or whatever at you. This is going to be just the opposite. So whoever this applies to, it's really going to be good. In other cases, for some of you, this could just be someone who could end up being a good friend, or they could end up in some way inspiring you. It might be someone who provides inspiration to you, maybe in some other capacity. Just you might be working with this person briefly or something. I keep getting heaven sent from this energy there. For however this person might fit into anyone's life, it's like heaven is giving you some blessings by sending them to either inspire you, to help you, to fall in love with you. It's going to be something. Next one you have is Three of Cups here. And Three of Cups is all about celebrating, having something you're celebrating and feeling happy and joyful about. So for some of you, after having this King of Cups energy around you, things might be clearing up in your life and improving anyway, not just because of what they're doing, but maybe because of work you've been putting in. I get that. A lot of your energy you've been putting out, things you've focused on, you're going to be able to celebrate some good fortune, good times, some changes that are coming in, like a new wave of changes for the better. And it's like you're celebratory with friends or relatives, or maybe celebrating on your own, whatever it is. Maybe it's coworkers. For some of you, I'm getting some kind of business of some sort. Some of you might be involved in your own business. It might be a small kind of business, one of those kitchen table businesses, that type of thing. I was watching this video on YouTube, and these ladies, they were in their big kitchen, I guess, at their counter, and they grow all these herbs and make all these, like, I don't even know what all, I didn't watch the whole video, but, healing herbs. They might make oils or whatever. They do all kind of things, and sell them to people. They had, I think, them on the shelves and back of them, where they are getting things from nature that are really healthy and helpful for people, and made a business out of it. It could be some small kind of business that you get started that way, with something that you have a knack for, something you're interested in. I'm getting business interest, that some of you have some kind of little business. Either you're starting it by yourself, or you have others with you, one or two other people, friends or relatives or whatever, that are going in this with you, and you're working at it together, and you're going to be celebrating because you're going to be having some milestones to celebrate and feel good about. And then you've got the World card, and it's right above this Death card. So there's things coming to a close. You are transitioning out of some difficult situations. I'm feeling, when I look at this Death card, that's got to do with some difficult relationship issues for some of you, that you are detaching from finally, because some of you may have been stuck in some kind of situation with relationships, maybe with one person, maybe a few people, if it was like a work situation or some kind of living arrangement that was so uncomfortable and difficult, challenging, they might call it toxic or whatever, and you are finally extricating yourself. Because I feel like for some of you, whatever you're extricating yourself from, it almost felt like it was getting out of glue, like you had glue stuck on you were trying to get off. It's been that difficult a journey to extricate yourself from that particular situation, but you're finally going to succeed at it. You have the World card here. The World is about success, prosperity, things starting to go your way for a big, nice change. But I'm feeling like it's not necessarily by chance. Now, I do feel some blessings from the universe, blessings from heaven for you. So yes, you are being blessed, But at the same time, I feel like it's deserved, well deserved, kind of like you've been doing things the right way as much as you can, trying to stay on your path and live a good life, so you're not having to look over your shoulders or anything. And just being innocent a lot of times when maybe other people were cheating at something or taking shortcuts or not being so nice or whatever. You were just quietly minding your business, staying on your path, working towards your dreams, your goals, keeping a lot of things private, a lot of things to yourself, because, you don't need to put everything out in the open for people if you're not ready to do that. You need to keep a lot of things to yourself, stay private while you're developing your dreams and your goals, because there's so many people that are going to be jealous of you and not want you to accomplish your dreams and goals because they're miserable. And you have this awareness of this because you've been around a number of people like that. But you haven't gotten hard over it. It hasn't hardened you. If anything, you're still a very sensitive, compassionate person, very sensitive. I'm feeling for a number of you that in some previous lifetimes that you lived kind of I don't know, almost in a forest environment. If there is such a thing as fairies, maybe you were among the fairies or had some other magical existence in a forest. I'm feeling that for some of you. So some of you might identify with that while others do not. But that's what I'm getting a feeling of here, looking at this card right now. So that must apply to some of you. But anyway, it's wonderful developments that are unfolding, but they're not all out on the surface yet. That's what I'm getting here. There are things going on and culminating and being worked upon by you and the universe, and just that are still brewing and developing, and they will be coming out onto the surface. You have Princess of Cups. This is a lot of good energy of love with this Princess of Cups. Healing energy. I get a lot of beautiful healing energy here. Yeah, once again, you're extricating yourself from something very heavy and dark and difficult that you may have been through for some of you. And you're really going to be feeling like a new person, like you're making a fresh start and you're having a much better way of life for yourself because you're developing that. Even if you're just at the beginning, feeling like you're at the beginning of a new way of life, a new journey you're starting, but it's all part of your spiritual path that you're on in your life, that you're supposed to be on. These other things, the difficulties, the challenges from other people and situations, that was just things tripping you up and slowing you down and holding you back. Different challenges you had to get through. Which, you learn a lot, you gain a lot of wisdom, a lot of strength and everything else getting through those things, however stressful and hurtful they can be at times. It's like you're coming out in the clear, like you're being cleared of all that. Is being removed from you. All that heavy energy is being lifted. That's what I'm getting. It's just falling by the wayside and dissipating, which is really nice because you don't want to be carrying heavy energy around. 8 of Wands, this is about things moving quickly all of a sudden. So for some of you, things might just really start moving along a lot faster with this 8 of Wands energy here. So if you've had certain things that have been kind of going slow or kind of at a pause, you can expect things to all of a sudden start shooting ahead and moving forward, some kind of progress being made, action being taken. So it looks like electrical lightning bolts or something, and all these stars going in different directions. But it's like a burst of energy and things just happening where maybe you had felt a little bit stuck in some way. That kind of energy can help you release also from that heaviness I'm getting from that Death card, where you're trying to extricate yourself from something that you certainly don't need. Okay. You've got 10 of Pentacles. This is all about the prosperity, the success, finally making the progress in your life that you want to make for your life. With these Pentacles, a happy home life. And for some of you, look right under that King of Cups, some of you are going to have really nice romantic love life with someone where it's really going to be good. It's going to be a really good match between the two of you. It's like both of you are going to feel like you are each heaven sent to one another. So for some of you, you have that. Otherwise, for a number of you, Taurus, you're just going to be feeling happy and grateful and prosperous. Your money's going to be flowing much better. And again, I'm still getting some kind of business, some kind of, now for some of you, it could be a particular career you're in. Oh, hi, Britt. This is Taurus. It's a Taurus reading, but afterwards I'll be taking questions from any sign. But it's Taurus, so if you got any kind of Taurus in your chart, this could relate to you. 10 of Pentacles. So I'm getting some kind of business interest. I do feel for a number of Taurus, it's not just, you could be making a good income from working for a company, but you might have some kind of little business of your own as well that you're starting, that you already started and you're working at it. I'm getting that kind of thing, some kind of independent business for a number of you. And you never know, some of you might be working at a regular job and have a small business on the side that as time goes by, you develop it more and more into something bigger. You've got 5 of Swords, and this is about, look at that right alongside that Death card. This is some of that heavy negative energy that I was talking about that you're extricating yourself from. So it's been difficult, stressful, maybe even heartbreaking with different people you've dealt with that have been harsh, hard, mean, downright hateful, but you're getting away from this. You're breaking free and extricating. It will be a thing of the past. I mean, I'm sure you're going to still have your share of challenges and come across disagreeable people, but you're not likely to be as stuck with them. It's almost like you got stuck with some of these people. And, if you're working at a particular job and you got people like that, you're kind of stuck that way until you make a change in your work. Or if you have a living arrangement, or if you're in a relationship with someone like that, sometimes you're kind of stuck until you can make changes with that. So, and that's what I'm getting. The 5 of Swords alongside the Death card. It's like that's been some heavy energy for some of you, Taurus, or Taurus influenced individuals out there, but it's going to break away and fall away. So it's time. So keep working at moving out of those heavy, dark energies. You don't belong there. It's time for you to move it along, even though it might be difficult and stressful to make those changes. It's like you've got so much support all around you to get you away from those kind of energies. You've got the Knight of Swords. This is about things happening fast also, like quick change, which is good because you might be moving away. And then you've got that 8 of Wands, which is about things moving ahead fast. So you could be, once you start to really break free of the heavy negative energy, all of a sudden it's like it's like the gates open and you're free. You're getting away from that to a better life. Knight of Swords can also be, swords do relate to the air signs of Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. This could relate to someone who comes into your life all of a sudden and causes some change in your life. And it might be change for the better. Actually, this could be helping you to make that change away from this negative energy. But this person may, as soon as they come into your life, be gone just as quick. It's a fast moving energy here. So, but this does pertain to, sometimes it feels like upheaval, and in some cases, maybe some of you are waiting to move and waiting for a place to open up and something finally comes available and all of a sudden you got to hurry and grab it before somebody else gets it. Or it could be a job that you are applying for and all of a sudden they say, yeah, you got the job and you got to hurry up and get ready to start a new job, maybe even relocate if you're relocating for a job. Just different scenarios like that. So at the moment you're going through that, it might be very stressful because you got to hurry up and rush and everything. But then afterwards, it's like you feel a lot better. It's like things have improved after that. And then you end on the Knight of Cups here. So Knight of Cups, this is, again, a lot of love energy going on here. Someone professing their intentions in the way of love, feelings, romance, something, and it's good. It's like someone really showing interest. I get the strongest, best feeling from that King of Cups, but this Knight of Cups has good intentions. I don't know how strongly they're going to follow through on him with this Knight of Cups. That's what I'm getting from this Knight of Cups. Good intentions, but might get discouraged easily. That's what I'm getting. Somebody might even know who I'm talking about here. This is someone who would be showing you interest, showing affection, trying to express some kind of feelings for you or their interest, maybe love or whatever. But if you don't show much interest back, it's almost like they just back away and don't pursue it or something. I'm getting that from this Knight of Cups. So some of you might know who this is. It might be somebody around you who's showing, excuse me, I got to get water. Who's showing an interest in you but doesn't act. They're not being pushy about it. They're being nice and steady and confident. But it's almost like if they don't get too much interest from you, they're gonna, it's like, no, they want to see enough interest. Otherwise, they don't want to push it. That's what I get from this person. So some of you, if you have somebody around you that's showing some kind of interest, if you're interested in them also, because I feel like this could be an attractive, nice looking person too. You want to reciprocate if you are interested, kind of try to let them know you are open, because this particular person looks like they could get kind of discouraged otherwise, kind of like if you don't seem to be noticing them. I'm getting that image that somebody might see you somewhere, maybe in a crowd, you might be socializing or whatever, and they're trying to show some interest in you, and you don't really seem to be noticing them that much. I mean, maybe you've said hello to them, but then you're turning and you're talking to your friends or something like that. I'm getting that kind of a feeling, like you two are right around each other, and they're looking at you and wanting to let you know they're interested in you. And maybe you've been polite to them, but you're kind of turning towards other people too and not giving them much attention. So I would say, if you happen to meet someone who's nice looking and seems to be a nice, decent person, and they're wanting to talk, have a little conversation and get acquainted, if you are attracted to that person or think you could be interested, give a few minutes time to talk to them and get acquainted a little bit, because it feels like it could be a nice person. That's what I'm getting. Nice person. Anyway, let's see what you got here. And let's get a magical mermaid and dolphin card here. Okay, so you've got blessed change. A major life change brings you great blessings. That ties in with this death and world card, things changing. And you've got explore your options. It's time to look at other possibilities. It's a good time to make changes. Again, about the changes. Okay, let's get a Angel Answers Oracle card for you. Okay, if you have a question on your mind, it says ask your angels. And then you've got this one, peaceful resolution. So if some of you have had some kind of a challenging situation going on, this one's for you also. Big happy changes. This is such a pretty card. Big happy changes. I like that. Okay, and then I'll get one from messages from your angels. Oh, hi, Erica. Thanks for joining us. Okay, let's see. Angel Aurora. You are flying high right now, which may threaten others, but don't descend, because others will soon become inspired by your example. I like that. That's a really good message. Okay. And then let's see. This other one's sticking out of the deck here. I think I'm supposed to give you this one too. Angel Shanti. I am the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. That ties in with this reading of that death card, transitioning out of something that's been very challenging and difficult and heavy into something much nicer, and where you can feel lighter, have that heavy energy off of you. So, your moon's in Taurus, Brit. Oh, okay, good. All right, let's see now. I think Maurice asked something first. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Oh, let me pick up some of these cards because it does crowd things a little too much. Then I'll shuffle some cards first for Maurice and then for Britt. Okay, let's see. But let me pick these up first. Okay. Let's see. So Maurice, having financial problems. Help with a financial expert. Okay, so I'm shuffling cards for Maurice, and I'll shuffle some cards for you, Britt, next. Okay, let's see here. Maurice, I feel like you just need to hang on a while longer. I feel like you're okay. That's what I keep feeling like. Somehow, some way, I feel like you're being protected here. Too bad about how these things drag on so much, like the thing with the injury, the work injury, or whatever it was that you had money coming your way. It's like things just keep dragging and dragging on. But I'm feeling like you're okay, even though things might look different. It might look worse. It's okay. You're fine. You're gonna you're gonna stay afloat. That's what I'm getting right now. Just shuffling these cards, Maurice. You will stay afloat. Let's see. Get another shuffle and then get you some cards here. That's you, Maurice. 9 of Wands, feeling exhausted from what you've been going through. Like, when does this end? But you're strong. You're very strong. Look at this. Page of Pentacles. Good news about money coming your way. Oh, my God. I'm just taking one card after the next that I shuffled. The World. Look at that. The World. All about success, feeling good, feeling much happier up ahead here. 3 of Cups, celebrating. Oh my God. Do you see me picking these off the deck? I'm not picking these out from, they're coming right off the top after I shuffled and split the deck. The Sun. I think I better stop here. Although I feel like the next one. You see that 8 of Cups, moving on from a difficult situation. Empress energy. That can be male or female. It could be a woman that helps you too. That helps pushes things along for you, Maurice, getting some money coming in or something, some of those things. 7 of Cups, like you're wishing and wanting something good. Queen of Wands, more positive energy here. Yeah. 5 of Cups, that's you worrying and feeling like things are bad. And then the next one, you got the 6 of Pentacles. You see that? That's a lot of good cards right there. That's showing just what I'm feeling when I was shuffling. You're going to stay afloat. So I feel like you really need to just practice that law of attraction, practice imagining, using your energy to feel. Oh, let me tell you something. Have you heard of Joe Dispenza? You ever listen to him on any YouTube videos, Maurice? I mean, I don't really listen to his whole video because he goes into so much detail about the way the brain works, and I don't have a lot of patience for all those details. I'd rather but he does talk about the feeling energy, and he said something. I keep forgetting. I think it was good advice. Oh, hello, Gail. Thank you for joining us. You haven't heard of him. Okay. Dr. Joe Dispenza, Dispenza. I'm pretty sure that's how his name is spelled. There's a lot of videos with him where somebody's interviewing him on YouTube. But there was something I heard him say recently, because like I said, I'll put on one of his videos or his interview, and I'll listen to a little bit of it and then I'll click it away because he goes into so much detail about how the brain and the neurotransmitters and blah, blah, blah. The scientific the scientific reason that visualization works. And it's like, to me, I just like the real basic layman's version. But he said something that I meant to remember because I feel like it's really good advice. And that particular thing he said, I hadn't really heard that said, or I read it in any of my books about creating your life the way you want it. He said, if you could do this 3 times a day, where you, let's say morning, evening, and afternoon, okay? Where you for 10 minutes straight just hold that energy of having your life the way you want it, whatever it is, and don't feel like there's no way. Don't be logical about it. Feel and picture your life the way you want it for 10 minutes and just stay focused that that's your life. This is happening now. That's your life you're living, and how relaxed and uplifted you would feel, and enthusiastic, happy to get out of bed in the morning instead of, oh no, that clock's going off again, you know. But for 10 minutes straight, like let's say in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night, he said that practice alone will really make changes for the better. And he's got different examples of his life. I mean, he actually healed himself of some serious health thing he had where they wanted to do surgery. I don't remember what it was, but he actually spent time, he said, every day just meditating and picturing all the cells of his body in that particular part of his body just mending and healing themselves. And he actually healed himself, so he didn't have to go through all the medical procedures and whatever they wanted him to do. But I like his advice about holding that energy for like 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the afternoon, 10 minutes at night. If you could do that and help yourself stop worrying so much, and if you're, you got to check him out sometime. But just try even that, even before you watch a video of his. But another thing to do too, if you're at home or someplace where you can go and look at something pleasing for you, like if there's certain images that lift your spirits. I mean, I love looking at tropical environments, or where people create a little tropical patio for themselves, or some tropical whatevers. Those kind of things lift my spirits, and help me to disconnect from negative things, and different things like that. Things that please you, that kind of lift your spirits, are relaxing and pleasant. If you're worrying and upset about things, switch over to stuff like that. Oh, Britt says she's been watching Joe Dispenza videos lately. Yeah, I think it's great listening to him, watching his videos. So, because he does give good practical advice. And I guess he likes to explain from a scientific viewpoint for those naysayers and people who don't believe in all that mumbo jumbo stuff. Oh, that's a lot of nonsense. There's proof of it. Even, who's that Indian guy who's so famous? Oh, darn it. The Indian spiritual guy from India. Everybody knows him. He's very famous. I think he lives in Southern California or something. Chopra, Deepak Chopra. He was even, I was watching something with him one time, and he was explaining, or maybe reading one of his books or something. He was explaining how it's scientific. It's not just new age nonsense. It's scientific that the more you visualize what you want, your life the way you want it, the more you bring it about. I even saw a video a long time ago where basketball players, these famous basketball teams like the LA Lakers or whoever, the ones that do really good and all that they go through visualization training, visualizing themselves getting the ball in the net and, having successful moves out on the court and all that sort of thing. Like, that's part of reality. And they even did tests and studies and found that the ones who visualized succeeding at that did a lot better than the ones who did not practice the visualization. So it's been shown that it works. So the more you can kind of remind yourself, especially if you got things you're worrying about, to try to disconnect from worry and focus on what you do want, not what you don't want. Yeah. So anyway, I hope that helps Maurice. And I mean, I just think it's good overall advice for everybody, because we all have our challenges and things we got to deal with. Oh, thank you, Gail. So, okay, let's see. And then, well, okay, now I told Britt I was going to do some cards for her. So I'm going to do some. And then, Gail, you're next. Okay. Thank you so much for your donations. Much appreciated. Moving our date to meet up. Oh, all right. Yeah. Keeps moving our date. I'm suspicious of this Gabe, but I'm going to shuffle some cards for you, Gail. Okay. But first, let me, he's afraid. Gail, I feel like he's got something to fear. He might be in some other relationship. There's something a little going on behind the scenes there you don't know about. He might be afraid of whoever he's already involved with, Gail, but I'm going to do some cards for you, okay? That's what I'm getting right now, just looking at his name. Because I get feelings from people's names. I'm getting fear, and it could be he's already involved with somebody, and he's just been kind of playing around a little bit. That's what I'm getting right now. Yeah, I feel like he's too slippery. That's what I'm getting. But I'll shuffle some cards for you too, Gail. But let me do some for Britt, because I had already told her I was going to do some for her. Okay, let's see. Your moon is in Taurus. I would love to have any insight as to why I seem to be in purgatory. Oh, thank you, Frederica. And I'll get to you after Gail then. Thank you so much. I do appreciate the donations. Thank you all so much. Okay, let's see. Why do I seem to be in purgatory? I have a lot of passed on loved ones, and all siblings have discarded me like I'm trash. Oh, I feel for you, Britt. Yeah. You've had a tough road in your life, Britt. You were given some tough challenges in your lifetime this time around, but it doesn't mean you can't overcome them. You know what I'm getting just looking at your name here, Britt? You're very strong. You're a very strong person inside, through and through. People know that about you, too. People are a little bit threatened. They're a little bit afraid you're going to be accomplishing things and rising on up above them and making them look small. That's what I'm getting, just looking, because I do get feelings from people's names, and I'm getting that from your name here, Britt. People see you as a very strong person. Yeah. That's why they want to make you feel like nothing. Mm-hmm. Let me, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle some cards for you too, but that's what I'm getting just looking at your name. I'm getting that energy very strong about you, Britt. You are a very strong person. That's good too that you've been listening to Joe Dispenza also. Let's see. Yeah, I just feel like there's been a lot of hateful energy around you, Britt, for a long time. You may have even experienced that when you were a little kid. I just feel there's been a lot of negative energy around you for a long time. So it's heavy. You've got that heaviness. You see that? What was in this reading about the death, the 5 of Swords? That is what I'm talking about. And you said you're on Taurus moon. Yeah, Taurus moon. And your moon, that has a lot to do with your emotions and everything too. So this 5 of Swords and all this death energy, it's been very heavy for you. Very heavy. So But you have so much strength. I feel like you're a very strong person. You know, what you need to do is don't focus on them anymore. Are you away from these relatives and whatever's that are mistreating you? Because if you're away from them, it's good. You don't need to be around people like that. You need to be either just by, you're better off by yourself than being around people like that. And I totally believe in the saying, if you want a friend, get a dog, you know, and even when it comes to relatives too, sometimes your own family can be really harsh and mean. Um, let's see. But what I'm feeling like here is that, yeah, you got the 5 of coins energy, 5 of pentacles, feeling, look at this, 3 of swords, the heartache, the heartbreak. But look what you got waiting for you. This is who you are, this 9 of pentacles, Brit. Oh my God, and you've got the sun card here. See that? Yeah, you've got good things. And you've got the Empress card. Yeah, this is what's supposed to be behind you that you should be leaving behind now, Brit. That 3 of swords, that 5 of, look, this is you, 9 of swords, feeling like they're coming at you from every direction. I hope you're not losing sleep. This person's laying awake because they're so stressed by the way other people are treating them. But look, the swords are not touching the person. So you're okay. It's more of this mental anguish that you have been put through. And 2 of cups, I don't know if you have a love relationship. It looks like you're going to have a nice love relationship you're supposed to move into also. So this is where you're going. This is where you're supposed to be going. The 9 of pentacles, the sun, Empress, 2 of cups, a nice love relationship, and leaving these difficult things and people out of the picture. You don't need that. I mean, even relatives, if you can keep your distance from the relatives that would treat you that bad. I mean, if you have to see them or say hi to them at Christmas or something, fine. But, you know, you don't need people around you who are going to make you feel bad about yourself or make you feel like you're not valuable, because you are very valuable. And they know you're a very strong person. And that's what bothers them. That's why they're doing that. That's got a lot to do with it. You know, I mean, they got their own issues and hangups and all that kind of stuff going on within themselves. But they see you as someone who's very strong, who's capable of just doing really well for yourself. So you need to focus on what you want for your life, because this is what you're supposed to have. You're supposed to be living in this 9 of pentacles energy where you got all the money you want, and you're living a good life, enjoying your life, maybe being out in nature, enjoying nature, just the beauty, being grateful for all the good you have, the sun shining upon you for success and healing and a lot of energy going forward. This Empress energy, more success, doing a great balancing act between whatever work you're doing, your personal life, and feeling good about yourself and your life as you should. And then if you're not in a relationship, there's somebody you're supposed to cross paths with that you were with in a previous lifetime. So the 2 of you are supposed to get together. So yeah, you're not supposed to be staying in any purgatory whatsoever, Britt. It's time to just move on. Move on from that, and just don't think about those people, because that's not going to make you feel good. Anyway, I hope that was helpful. So Gail, let me get to Gail and then Frederica. Okay, so Gail was saying, and I said to Gail, there's something he's afraid of. Look, Gabe keeps moving our date to meet up. Should I be patient or move on? Is he being honest? But then down here, you're saying he always wants me to come to his house and spend time with him and his kids. Well, I mean, if he's pushing back, he says stuff like that. And then when you say, okay, I'm going to go visit you, he backs off. Britt's saying, yes, I think people see me as strong because of my Scorpio rising. Yeah, plus the Taurus energy is very strong energy too. And that Scorpio rising, definitely, because your rising has a lot to do with your outward personality. Yeah. Yeah. So that's good if they see you strong. They should. It's better that way than they see you weak. So you act strong. You be the strong person you are. Don't be backing down. Just disconnect, though, from those kind of people. Focus on what you have going in your life and what you want to have going in your life. Oh, I don't want our first meeting to be this. I don't blame you for that. Yeah, definitely. Your first meeting should be out in a public place. But if he keeps pushing back the meeting, see, I feel like he's afraid of something. I feel like he does have some other relationship. Is he out of town? Does he live in a separate city or something from you, Gail? Is that what's going on here? I'm shuffling some cards for you too. Yeah, he's got somebody else in the picture. There's someone else in the background there. He's just not saying it. But is he he lives about 45 minutes. That's not even that far away, 45 minutes. You know, some people start getting involved with people or in different states or different countries or who knows what. 45 minutes is not bad. I mean, that is doable. You know, it's inconvenient, but it's doable. Let's see. I just feel like he's got somebody else in the picture. That's what I feel like. And I keep getting he's afraid. He's afraid of you, him exposing his life to you because there's something he hasn't been totally honest about. That's what I feel like. It's a bit of a facade going on there is what I'm getting. I just don't feel like. And I guess you and him communicate either by telephone or text or whatever a lot. That's my guess. You got star energy. This is really good energy for you. That's all about healing, going on to a better life. 8 of Cups, moving on from a difficult situation. King of Swords. Is he an air sign? Tower. Hanged Man. Yeah, he makes you feel like you're just waiting, like playing a waiting game. Strength. Yeah, you need to have strength. You've got a lot of strength within you. You need to show some strength and just, I feel like you're 8 of Swords, feeling like you don't know what to do here. You've got 4 of Wands. This is about a happy love connection, but I'm very suspicious of him. I don't believe it's with him. I think it's going to be with somebody else. I feel like there's somebody else for you coming up. Yeah. 3 of Swords. Yeah. Yeah. I don't feel like you should put too much of your time into this guy. Chariot. I feel like you need to me, I believe you should move on and don't waste a lot of time. Has it been very long that you've been communicating with this person? Like a few months or longer or anything like that? Free to come over anytime. Yeah, I don't blame you. I wouldn't go. I wouldn't do that either. Definitely not. So, yeah. I mean, if you did meet him, you definitely would want to meet about a month. Yeah, if you did go meet him at some point, you would definitely want to meet him in a public place, go get a cup of coffee somewhere, or if you feel like getting together for lunch or something like that, but definitely a public location. I feel like there's something slippery about this guy, very slippery. Yeah. So I don't think you should put too much into him. There's something better for you. You're going to have a nice relationship. I just don't feel like it's with him. Yeah, I do feel like he's got fears about something. Yeah, he's got a lot of insecurities about something. I do believe somebody else is in the background there. That's what I'm getting. And I sure as heck wouldn't go to some stranger's house and meet them, even if they supposedly did have kids and all that stuff. No way. So, yeah, I mean, if he can't take the time to go meet you halfway at a public place, um, or drive over to the community where you live in, because you're 45, if it's a 45-minute drive, let him drive the 45 minutes if he's interested in meeting you, and go meet at the Starbucks or somewhere, or one that's halfway in between the two of you, but definitely a busy public location. I wouldn't go meet him along the highway or any other such thing like that at a little rest stop or anything. No way. Definitely should be a busy public place if he comes out of his shell, but he just feels fearful. You know, he knows he's not being totally honest with you. That's what I get. Oh, you're welcome, Britt. Good luck. Everything looks good coming up. You just got to kind of break free of all that stuff. I asked him if he's in a relationship. He said no. People lie all the time, though, Gail. You know, I mean, you didn't hook him up to a lie detector test, so you don't know. It's almost like you got to get people to take a lie detector test before you even waste your time meeting them. Or something. I don't know. But yeah, I feel like you can't believe people. People make up so much stuff. They're going to give you the version of themselves they want to give you, and half of it might be true and the other half might be fantasy. But if he doesn't have enough interest in you to at least meet you halfway in a very public location, busy public location, for a cup of coffee, well, he's not worth your time anyway. You know, if he keeps saying, you come to my house, even if he's got a house full of kids, who cares whether he's telling the truth or not? But there's no way I'd go to some stranger's house. Phew, absolutely not. So, no, you don't want to do that. So yeah. So I feel like he's not worth your time. If he really was, he'd be a stand-up guy and step up. You know, he's not. And even then, that wouldn't prove anything, except that he's, you know, not. This guy's staying in the shadows. He's fearful of something, and I believe it's got to do with another relationship, or it's something. There's something he's not telling you about himself that he's keeping. He's just putting up a facade about, but it's not. I just feel like there's somebody better for you. That's what I'm getting, Gail. Yeah. Okay. Let me get Frederica. Frederica, did you ask me a question? Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks, everybody, for your donation. Let's see. Oh, Frederica says, I'm a Libra sun and moon. Leo rising. What's the situation with my love life? Do you see anything? Frederica, right off the bat, I feel like some people are just intimidated by you. People find you very attractive. There's something about you. It's not just your exterior looks. There's something about who you are on the inside that it's almost like, it's kind of like it intimidates people or scares them a little. There's something. You're very sharp, for one thing. Very smart, very intelligent. There's some kind of a drive inside of you. Do you have some kind of little business, or are you working in a career where you're just staying really busy or something? I don't know. I get something that's inside of you that people see. They recognize that in you. People find you. There's something very interesting. Like I feel like some people are just drawn to you, Frederica. They see you as an interesting person. Colorful, interesting, intelligent, creativity. You've got a lot of creativity inside of you. You're very sharp. I just feel intelligence. You're a very intelligent, sharp person, but you got a lot of creativity and some kind of drive for accomplishing things or creating. I don't know if you think of yourself as being creative, but I feel like you have a lot of creativity inside of you. I get that. Um, oh, you're welcome, Britt. If I didn't say you're welcome yet. Um, so people are impressed with you. But I do feel like some people who are around you feel like you probably would get bored with them. That's what I'm getting. Let me go ahead and shuffle some cards for you, though. Let's see what comes up for you, Frederica. That's what I'm getting. Some people around you that you might even find attractive. And they look at you and they're around you and they're attracted to you, not just what's on the surface. So they're attracted to your inner soul, your being. You're a colorful person on the inside, and you have a lot of inner creativity, whether you brought it out or not. I feel like you're very creative. Do you have anything creative you do, Frederica? Because if you don't, you should be looking into that, because I feel like Karen says maybe he's just lazy. Yeah, that's what you need, Gail. You need a nice lazy guy. No, I feel hidden. He's scared of something. There's something that he's not showing too. He could be lazy also, but there's something besides laziness there. I mean, if he's lazy, that would be a good reason to just cut the cord right there. It's like, okay, I don't need lazy people around me. But I do feel like it's more than just laziness. He does sound lazy. No, you come over to my house. That does sound lazy. So on the surface, yes, but he's fearful about something. I kept seeing fear in this guy. Let's see, Frederica. Frederica, there's going to be somebody who's very, very drawn to you. Oh, I'm still laughing about her comment about that guy being lazy. Let's see. Love life. Okay. Yeah, there's someone. I don't know if you've met anyone lately or have somebody around you now, but there's someone you're supposed to cross paths with, Frederica, that's from a previous lifetime. And this person's going to recognize you, I think, before you recognize them. They're going to be very drawn to you and be observing you, wanting to get to know you, be very attracted to you. I feel like you'll be very flattered by this person's attention too. So you are supposed to be in a happy love relationship, but you might just take your time. You might even feel like you want to take your time getting to know this person, because I do feel like they're going to have this strong interest in you. 6 of Wands. Yeah. This person could be doing well. They might be a fire sign. That's a possibility. Nothing at the moment. Okay, so there's someone from a previous lifetime. This person could be doing well for themselves in their career and their job, their work, and feeling good about themselves. They might be a fire sign, because the wands do relate to the fire signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. There would be a lot of compatibility here. Yeah. Temperance. I feel like you'd be wanting to have balance in this relationship. You wouldn't want to be rushing into anything too fast. This person might be so drawn to you and so attracted to you that they just want to, start getting kind of serious early on. And you might be wanting to slow things down a little bit, which is good. That's wise to not go too fast, because then sometimes, mistakes happen and you end up feeling like, oh no, I shouldn't have gotten so serious with that person so quick. 9 of Pentacles energy. Yeah, your money's going to be doing better too. Yeah, you're going to be enjoying your life more, it looks like, Frederica, with whatever you're doing. I keep getting so much creativity for you. I don't know if you're into anything creative. creative arts of some kind or just something. I get a lot of creativity with you, Frederica. Yeah, you've got a lot of latent talents if you haven't brought them out in the open yet. You ought to be thinking about that. But you're going to be living in this Nine of Pentacles energy of prosperity and just enjoying your life and having a lot to be grateful for. But I do feel like you're going to take your time getting to know this person. They're going to be feeling all wanting to get serious with you and everything, and you're going to be flattered by their attention. But at the same time, it's like you're not going to feel like you have to go getting that serious that fast, because maybe you've been burned before. Maybe you've, had false starts in the past that didn't work out, so it's very smart on your part not to rush in and just take things step by step, because I'm getting you want to have balance. You're not going to let somebody pressure you to hurry along in the relationship and get real serious real quick. But this person looks like they're not going to want to go anywhere. They're going to want to continue and get to know you and spend time together. They're going to be feeling like you're the one they've been searching for all their life. And I feel like gradually then you're going to start kind of looking at them in a more and more favorable light. And this person's a good catch too, like you are. So that does look like it could end up being favorable for you. But keep working at whatever things you're doing for yourself with your money, your prosperity, because it looks like you're supposed to have a very prosperous life, even without meeting this person, independent, being prosperous and enjoying your life, having a lot to be grateful for, maybe spending time in nature and just having a lot of beauty in your surroundings, creating your own environment, your home environment, your work environment in a way that's very pleasing for you and very enjoyable. So keep working towards that, Frederica, because it does look like that's the life you're supposed to be living, whether you're single on your own or you're with someone else. That's who you are. So keep developing that for yourself. And then whenever you meet this person you're supposed to meet, it is wise to take things step by step and don't let them rush you to get real serious real fast or something. But it does look like it's a previous lifetime connection where you had a strong love relationship with someone. You're just not going to be quite as intense about it as they are. I'll put it that way. Oh, piano. You used to play the piano. Oh, will it be soon to meet? It could be. Their energy is strong, but sometimes when somebody's energy is real strong for someone where they're kind of, it could feel like it's right now or something, but their energy is so strong. I feel like this they're on a path to meet you. That's what I feel like. So whether it's weeks or months or whatever, or days, whatever it is, they don't feel too far away to me. They might already live around you somewhere, work around you or something. They might be a little distance from you at the moment, but somehow you two are going to both be in the same place at the same time. You might just be out in some social setting or something like that, because I feel like you're going to be feeling good. You're going to feel like you're looking good that day or evening or whenever it is. So you might be out in a social situation somewhere and that person's at the same place. It's something like that, it feels like. Anyway, I hope that helps. Yeah, you ought to get back to playing piano or anything else that lifts your spirits, that's creative. And Britt, thank you. And thank you again, Frederica, for your donation. And Britt, thank you for your donation. Let's see what you're saying. Could you see what sun sign my past life love is? And I want to send a huge thanks to you for your gift that you give us. Oh, you're welcome. And thank you so much, Britt. Very nice. Thank you. I just haven't had the time. Yeah, or Frederica, you're so creative inside. You might know how to draw or paint or do something else even that's creative that you can spend 15 minutes here and there doing. There's some kind of other creativity besides the piano player, and something colorful inside of you. Check that out too. Oh, you're welcome, Gail. Thank you. Okay, let's see here. could you see what sun sign my past life love is? Your past life, who was in the past life. Now that Boom, hello Boom, thank you for joining us. That's something I don't know if I'd be able to tell you that or not, because I don't really pick up on signs, to tell the truth, people's astrological signs. I mean, I can shuffle some cards and see what sign might come out. Could be an earth sign, maybe an earth sign. The earth signs being Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But I'm getting air also. I'm not so sure about that. I don't think it really matters that much anyway, because if you're compatible with someone, you're going to be compatible, even if the signs, your astrology signs, don't agree. If you're meant to be with someone and it's a great relationship from a previous lifetime, somehow or another, what's in your astrological chart and what's in theirs is all going to mesh together, and nobody's going to give a darn. That's what I'm getting for you, Britt. It's like you could just as soon throw that out the window when you're in this person's arms and the two of you are enjoying each other's company. It's like sun sign, who cares, It's like it's just going to work. Like you're both going to be happy together. So it doesn't matter, because you could be one sign but have all these other influences in your chart. Maybe somebody was on the cusp of something, and you know how you got your moon sign, your rising, your sun sign. You're on the cusp of something, so you're going to be having elements of all kind of different influences. So you can't really. I wouldn't let that run my life at all. I feel like I go by feelings. How do you feel when you're with that person? And the two of you are going to feel really good around each other. So that's what matters. The two of you are going to feel like you're home, like you're with who you're supposed to be with. So all the other stuff can just melt away. It won't matter. So yeah. So I'm not sure about the sun sign. And yeah, because it looks like you're supposed to be in a happy love relationship. Let's see. This person's really going to appreciate you, because you're going to feel so much better. It's like, look, you got this card, Judgment, rising from the ashes, new beginnings, just starting fresh, starting new. I feel like that's going to be the situation for both of you when you come together. Whatever you've been through in the past, it's like both of you are going to be free of it, and you're going to really enjoy your freedom and being with each other. Feel like it's finally your time to be happy. That's what I'm getting for both of you. It's like for both of you, you've had your own things, challenges, tough times, people not treating you like you were valuable and things like that, things that were hurtful and heavy. And both of you have had your share of those kind of experiences, even, being separate, but kind of almost having some parallel experiences that were hurtful, that were difficult and heavy. And then it's like all that is shed away from you, and it's like rising from the ashes, and you're having a renewal. And it's like you feel this beautiful heavenly energy, both of you. And so it's this sense of lightness and freedom. That's what I'm getting, that you're going to finally feel, and this person will feel that way as well. And the two of you are just going to start having fun together. That's what I'm feeling, really strong. A lot of good times together, whether you're just going out for a walk in a park, or if you got a beach you can go to, or going to attend one of those street festivals or something they have, and a lot of cities have those, whatever. just going and doing and hanging out together and having fun together, going to the movies or whatever. I just feel it's going to be light and carefree and fun for both of you. A lot of good times. So, you might still work hard at whatever work you're doing, but you're going to both be much happier. And when you get together to have fun, you're going to have fun and just relax and kick back and have a good time. And you're both going to know you're with the person you're supposed to be with. It's just going to feel light and natural. It's going to feel like what it's supposed to feel like. And so, like I said, I don't think either of your astrological signs are going to make a difference one way or the other, because the two of you are just going to click. It's just going to be right. Anyway, and I hope that helps. And thanks very much for your donation too, Britt. I do appreciate it. Okay, and then Boom TT, thank you for your donation. My question is, what does Goose think of me? Goose. I feel like Goose likes you. That's what I'm getting here, just looking at this name, Goose. If this person does like you, there's good energy. I feel good energy around them for you. Does Goose come across like a pretty easygoing kind of person? Like has friends around them or people that they seem to get along easily with or something like that? Because I'm feeling this kind of nice energy around them. I don't know how much time you've spent together to get to know each other, but I get a nice energy from them. Yes, okay, because that's what I'm getting. They have kind of a nice, easygoing temperament, and they'll maybe have friends around them or something, and just a nice, agreeable kind of philosophy about them. I'm wondering if have you two had much time to spend around each other? It's almost like you need to get to know each other better. That's what I'm getting here. But I do feel like they have favorable feelings towards you. Boom. Okay. It's favorable. But I do feel like they're kind of, nice with a lot of people also. They can be favorable around a number of people. So, but they're open and have a favorable attitude to you. I almost feel like there's something about you two spending more time together romantically. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think you need to get to know this person better. I don't feel like they know. I feel like they only know what they see about you on the surface. I feel like there's more to you underneath that they don't really know. So it's almost like if you have an opportunity to spend more time around this person, that then something could get romantic, but I wouldn't count on it, okay? I'm not getting a perfect connection. I don't get a bad connection, but I feel like the one thing that might change it is if you and this person get to know each other better, then it could shift things. But otherwise, there's somebody else that's coming into your environment that's going to be interested in you and not shy about letting you know. Boom. Okay. So there could be somebody else still that's going to be a better match. Even though Goose seems like a nice person, I feel like there's going to be somebody else that's going to be a better match for you. But still, see if you can get to know this person a little better. Okay. And then Britt, I'm super compatible with one guy, but the attraction isn't really there. The other guy and I are super charged, but can't even talk to each other. Why can't you talk to each other though? Super compatible with one guy, but the attraction isn't really there. Yeah, that's friendship kind of person, I think. I mean, I don't know. How do you get together with somebody romantically if you're not attracted to them? I mean, that's, that's kind of difficult. And you shouldn't settle. You shouldn't compromise. You know what I'm saying? Don't say, oh, well, they do have these traits I like, but they don't have these. If it's something important. I mean, to me, you really need to be attracted to someone you're going to be with. Otherwise, it's not right. To me, it's just you you should hold out for what you want, where everything comes together. You know, the person doesn't have to be perfect. Nobody's perfect, but the major elements ought to be there. Like there should be an attraction. Plus, you should have compatibility in your temperaments and personality. Plus, you know, other important things. So I don't think you should compromise. Don't feel like you got to compromise. So if you only have one part with one person, another, and you can't put two people together. Okay, well, I want these traits from this one and that from that one. Clarifying, and you were right. He is an air sign sun with an earth and moon. Oh, okay, that's what I was getting. Yeah, but be picky. Be picky. You got to be picky. You deserve to be picky. Okay, don't be settling, because you're supposed to have somebody that really meshes with you. So there's someone like that for you, Britt. And you're a strong person. That's why I'm saying you need to be focusing on what you want to do to make money, business, career, whatever it is, focusing on your dreams, because you're going to be living a good life on your own, regardless of somebody being in the picture. But then when somebody comes along, it's going to be really nice for you too. You'll have it all then. Anyway, okay. I think I answered everybody's question here. Now, thank you all so much for your donations. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. And thank you all for being here this evening, joining me. Hopefully I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, so I'm planning for a general reading tomorrow, all signs general reading for tomorrow evening, and take questions again too. So I don't think I overlooked anybody's question. Okay, let's see. Okay, all right. Yeah, I'm going to close it out, everybody. It is getting a little late for me. I'm just noticed it's almost 11 o'clock my time. I'm on Eastern time. I'll say thanks, everyone. Yeah, look out for my video. It'll be general for all sun signs, and questions and answers after again. Oh, you're welcome, Frederica. Thank you. It's been a pleasure. So sometime tomorrow evening, late afternoon, evening, maybe nighttime, whatever, whenever I get to it. Just be on the lookout. Oh, Erica, thank you. And if you're not subscribing, subscribe. So hopefully you would get my announcements when I make an announcement. Also, I started Instagram recently. And if you're on Instagram and you follow me on my Instagram, I'm making the announcement a few minutes before on Instagram. So even if YouTube does not notify you, then you'll see it on your Instagram too. So, oh, you're welcome, Boom. Thank you. So, and my Instagram link is just underneath the video where the text is, you know, where you can see my other information. You'll see my link to my Instagram. So if you follow that, I am making the announcement there as well as on YouTube. But if you get a chance, like the video and subscribe too. And hopefully if you subscribe, you got to ring a bell, and maybe you got to check a box that says for all notifications, kind of like you got to go the extra steps to make sure they notify you when I'm posting something. Otherwise, sometime tomorrow afternoon or evening, I'll be doing another live stream, but a general reading for all signs. Okay, and good night, good day, depending on where it is your time, and talk to you again later. Thank you all.